So today isn't a gaming stream. It's actually because I don't have webcam, I wouldn't be streaming this game right now. This is gonna be a little 20-minute stream, I'm going to say, about the Club World Cup. So I'll be answering your guys' questions about what happened this game, what happened, and how we recover from this incredible loss that we just took to Al Ahly. First and foremost, I want to say I'm extremely proud because the Seattle Sounders put up a fight the whole game. I feel that they had the better opportunities, the more intense passing and passage of play, the much better mentality going in, especially in the first half. Unfortunately, we just didn't capitalize on our opportunities. One other thing I would like to point out, guys, is this is our first time facing anyone other than in a friendly around the world, other than, well, I mean, honestly, top clubs in the world, like Barcelona, Tottenham, Chelsea, Al Ahly isn't that, but this was the first time we faced anyone outside of North America in an actual cup that matters. So considering that and that we are in preseason form, I'm pretty fucking proud of this. With that out of the way, now we can get into the discussions of the elephant in the room, that being Joao Paulo being back. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is, did we actually represent MLS correctly? My answer is, considering the circumstances, I think so. We haven't made any absolutely major signings. We got Herbert. That's not bad. We did. Sota Kitahara is actually another great player from what is it called? The youth academy team. I keep forgetting the Tacoma Defiance, obviously. But that's not the issue. The issue is we need a new DP signing, I think. I think we have one more spot for a DP. Actually, no, I don't think we do. Because Rui Diaz and... Yeah, no, I don't think so. So, we need to work out the club signings. First and foremost. Second, unfortunately, we didn't go into the game with the clinicality that I would have loved. That being getting into the final third, making sure that we have absolutely incredible chances, easy to finish off. We just didn't quite have that, unfortunately. It just didn't quite work out, unfortunately, for the Sounders. And that led us to conceding a goal in the 88th minute, I believe it was. And that's how it ended. Very unlucky deflection. I think defensive awareness is another thing. We did very good defensively. Unfortunately, the defense just wasn't what it needed to be, I would say. Unfortunately, Alex Roldan was just wrong place at the wrong time. Just had it going off of his boot when he was trying to block it. It just deflected. It was a wicked deflection into that bottom corner. Nothing Steph Fry could do about that, unfortunately. It was definitely a very bad loss, but the Sounders could probably come back from this. What's good, Richard? Welcome in. We're just talking about the Club World Cup and what just happened with Seattle. This is going to be a 20-minute stream, just a Q&A thing. This isn't a gaming stream at all. I just don't have a webcam, so this was not really a gaming stream at all. But no, with that stuff out of the way, it is a depressing loss. It is a very, very hard pill to swallow for Seattle. But with that being said, again, we're in preseason form. We haven't played any competitive matches aside from that this season so far. Unfortunately, we just, again, couldn't capitalize on our opportunities. The mentality was wonderful, though, at the since the 10th minute on, I think, until the 65th or something. It was all Al-Ali with it, but I think Al-Ali just weren't very clinical in their attack either. But what really separated the game was just one wicked deflection into that bottom corner. It wasn't really, in my mind, a fair way, but in football you don't really get what you deserve usually. That's just how the game goes, unfortunately. I do feel like the Sounders are ready for MLS play. No worries, you're fine, Richard, my guy. No worries. But no, I feel that Seattle just couldn't quite do it, unfortunately, when it comes to the final passage of play. But what really separated was just that one wicked deflection, that one goal. You don't get more unlucky than that, like, honestly. How do you get so unlucky? I feel bad for Alex Roldan, but fuck's sake, you shouldn't be in that exact position trying to block that, I don't think. When it's straight at Steph Fry or going wide. That's what was happening. It was one of the most painful experiences as a Sounders fan, other than losing to Portland 3-0. I know Roldan feels bad about it. We love you, Alex. You're an absolutely perfect player for our team. Unfortunately, we all make mistakes. That was a very costly one, and at this level, we cannot be giving up goals. But again, we set the benchmark for Major League Soccer. Yeah, he did. He is amazing. Christian Roldan and Alex Roldan, those two are absolutely wonderful together. Another thing I would like to point out is what the return of João Paulo means. For me, it means more possession, better balls into the box, and the best set piece taker, I think, for the team. Basically just ups the quality of our midfield 50%. Another thing I want to point out is if Raul Ruidiaz needs a partner up front, because he's only 5'7", there's not much he can do about balls in the air. Honestly, let's be honest. He can jump very high, but again, physicality isn't his strength. Again, if we could have signed Juan Ignacio Dineno, that would have been it for Seattle, and we probably would just already call it and win MLS. But unfortunately, it didn't go to plan with that. We just had a quick inquiry, and then he was off. Yeah, I don't know if we have that designated player spot in our range of capacity for the club's finances and what we're allowed to do. But if we could somehow get Juan Dineno, I mean, honestly, that would be Sounders done it. Like, honestly. Another thing, Jordan Morris. Honestly, I was not impressed whatsoever with his play. I love JMO. He's a wonderful player, but that just wasn't his best game. If he's on the wing and you give him a long ball, he's more than likely gonna find that, put it in the back of the net. Unfortunately, it didn't set up that way though, because we were having trouble getting anyone even past the defense without any marking. They were playing a low line, so there wasn't any space to really run into. And the last big thing I want to talk about is, well, a couple more things. I would say the first one is the departure of Jimmy Madronda. I mean, what a sub he usually is, though, honestly. Think about it. He's fast, he's pacey, he's unbelievable on that left defensive wing position, usually. He's almost like a Reece James on the left, if you will, because he can score, he can run up, he can do all that. But unfortunately, now that he's gone, I'm not sure how the Sounders will cope with their secondary players. What's good, Pulse? What's good? This probably was the most painful loss in a very, very long time for Seattle. Nice, my guy. Nice. This ain't a This is not a gaming stream right now, so I would have my webcam on, but I don't have a webcam. So, one other thing I would like to point out is the mentality and how we're going to cope with this for the rest of the season, because when we won Champions League like 9 months ago, the whole rest of the season was just fucked. We couldn't win, we couldn't have the ball, we couldn't have anything right. It was just a mess. It was just a hot mess in after Champions League last season. So I want to see how we are able to cope with this loss, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe see what else we can do. Yes, also the young players. I'd love to see players like, obviously, like Obed Vargas get lots of playtime, as well as Dalen Tevez and Guitar, because those guys can always benefit from lots of game time. Like, look, Obed Vargas is basically a little bit shorter than me. He's 17. He's unbelievable. If he got game time, I believe, he has one of the coolest heads. So it's just sad that we couldn't quite see players like him just get a little bit of game time during the very end because they have fresher legs, and there were not nearly. I think we only had 2 substitutions the whole game. That's what we had. It just didn't work out. It was honestly a very, very painful loss. To lose to a deflection, a volley into a mad deflection into that bottom right, that was just probably one of the most painful experiences I've had watching this team. How long have I been streaming for? 14 minutes? Alright, I guess we can do 5 more minutes, I guess. Well, another thing is, I just want to see more cash being splashed, particularly in the attacking department. While I don't like to say this, and it's hard for me to say as a Sounders fan, Raul Ruidiaz is 31 years old, okay, guys? He's 31. He's not a young player by any means. he's still a wonderful player. He's probably the best player we have, aside from Joao Paulo. But he's just not a young player. Like, am I right? He's 31, right? Oh, he's 32. Oh, even better. Okay. Wow. No, guys, this is exactly we signed another 31-year-old in Herbert. I mean, I don't see the point. Overall, I'm very, very disappointed today with our club's performance when it comes to attacking, but the midfield in defense was very good. Again, to lose on a volley that went into a mad deflection in that bottom right, it was painful for all Sounders fans to watch. You have to give it to Al Ali because they deserve a lot of credit for what they've done, and they're all obviously probably the best African team there is. They're definitely the most decorated. They're definitely the most decorated African team there is. I think they might be also the strongest. Um, I just want to thank Morocco for being a very, very gracious, passionate host to our Seattle Sounders team. I know everyone enjoyed it there while we did for about a week. I just wish that we could have stayed a little bit longer to face Real Madrid in the semifinals. But congratulations to my friends in Egypt. You guys did very well. I thought your defense was very frustrating for our attack. You just were one step ahead with your defense the whole time, and you guys really honestly didn't look like conceding any goals. Congratulations to Al Ali, and well, good luck against Real Madrid. Obviously, no one's gonna beat Real Madrid, but it would have been fun to see our beloved Seattle Sounders go against them. With all that out of the way, I will break down our performance. The attack was okay. The defense was great. The midfield was great. The defensive awareness was okay. I think our passing was good. And remember, this is preseason form. We haven't even played a single game competitively yet before this. Like, if you just have two friendlies against teams that most people have never heard of, no offense, no offense. But it's true. If you have that, and then all of a sudden you go to the biggest game in any MLS club's history, surely it's setting us up for failure. Of course, I'm not going to complain about the schedule. It's just sad, though. But with all that out of the way, I hope you guys understand the loss a little bit more. I just kind of wanted to hop on to address what has happened. Seattle Sounders are the benchmark team for sure. I really appreciate all that we can accomplish and that we have. I think we will be back in the Club World Cup very, very soon. But if not, I'm just disappointed in what has happened. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys try reflecting on this as I have. If you're a Portland Timbers fan, you can go fuck yourself, okay? But yeah, no, for real though. I just hope you guys can try reflecting and not getting too down about this, because first time we faced any worldwide competition like this. But yeah, I just wanted to address what happened, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, night, whatever it is, and thank you.